Welcome to the Tactical Dent Tech Podcast. You are now part of a small underground movement of dent technicians from all over the world. We are on a mission to change our industry with innovation, intelligence, and skill. But because we don't rely on an insurance company to steer customers our way, we need to do things different. We need to do things smarter. We do that through a network of technicians that we call the Tactical Tech Movement. Now let's get this revolution started.
Hey, what's up, everybody? John Hiley here with the Tactical Dent Tech Podcast. I want to talk a little bit. I want to have a Marketing Monday here, and it's going to be a little bit about marketing, of course, because I am going to talk a little bit about, what it took or what type of things that I personally had to overcome to build the team that we have around us today. Currently we have it's got 11 people on our team right now. That take care of a lot of our marketing aspects. However, the framework was built by us. So we build the framework, and now we have people that kind of run the machine. We talked a lot about this in some of the previous podcasts where we talked about systemizing, things like that, how I'm totally obsessed with that. But I want to take a step back because this is something that I had been thinking about, and something that I want to point out because I believe that the years that it took for me to realize this was happening, there was very, very clear and easy indicators that I could have picked up, things that I know today that I did not know then that could have moved me further at that time. And one of the things I'm going to talk about is kind of like emotional association with certain things, and how that's going to be a clear indicator of what you need to do at that moment, okay? And I'll give you guys an example, all right? I'm going to go back, okay? So I used to have different employees and stuff like that in the paintless dent removal end of the company, and we had one specific employee, and he was a family member, and you might have heard, I probably talked about this on some previous podcast, but it basically, in a sense, really ended bad, and it really sucked because, you mix family with business, and you mix a situation that ended in a way that you did not really want to see it end, and it just, in a sense, it became a mess, right? So what had happened at that point? I started to associate hiring people with pain. Okay, so anytime that I would think about hiring somebody or putting somebody on the team, I would immediately associate it with pain, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I did that. What I would start doing, and this is a clear indicator, guys, if you guys have this happening to you in any area of life, you've got a clear indicator that you've got an underlying issue, and there's changes that need to be made with yourself or your belief, your pillar of belief, all right? You're going to have to challenge that, okay? And what it is when you start thinking about a specific situation, so when I started thinking about hiring new people, I would only think about what could go wrong, all right? Think about the areas in your life, whether personal, whether professional, when you start considering a situation or start considering an action, and you only start thinking about what could go wrong. Now, I've since freed myself from that emotional strain because, in all honesty, it was all bullshit. We get to the point to where we will actually live inside of a lie that we've created for ourselves based on a previous experience in life, okay? And I'm gonna give you guys another quick example, okay? So, let's just say you got this guy named Ted, okay? Ted's kind of goofy, right? So Ted is at his, let's just say, 7th grade bar mitzvah. I don't even know what the fuck they do at bar mitzvahs. I'm assuming it's a party. I'm assuming people dance. I'm assuming that girls show up, kids show up. He's at this bar mitzvah, right? And Ted's out there just dancing away. And One of the girls out there go, "You suck at dancing." Ted says, "What?" Whether he sucks at dancing or not, I mean, that's irrelevant, But he starts to form a belief, right? Says, all right, well, I'll still dance, whatever. This girl doesn't know what she's talking about, right? So when Ted's about 21, he gets invited to a wedding. He goes in and goes to dance with the bride, then accidentally steps on her dress and tears part of it. Feels horrible, like he ruined the entire wedding. Second pillar, okay? That takes that pillar of belief that Ted can't dance and reinforces it with a second pillar. And the next thing you know, whatever, Ted fucking does something else stupid out in public and he gets made fun of. Bam, third pillar, okay, whatever. Now Ted has this belief, this huge belief that like he cannot dance. Is it true? If Ted went and took 10 years of dance lessons, could Ted still not dance? Of course it's not true. I mean, I admittedly am, it's kind of funny. I get in my streaks where I feel like I can dance. I really don't know. I just really don't care. But what I do know is if I sat down and I found somebody, if I found a guide, somebody to teach me how to dance, I could learn how to be a fucking amazing dancer. I just don't care to learn how to dance. But back to the point, anytime, and I could assume this, okay, so Ted, who can't dance, right? He gets offered to go to an offer to go to a club. He gets an offer to go to a wedding. And all I can think about is there's no fucking way I'm going to get out there on that floor. Because the only thing that he can think about is the previous association he has with dancing. I can't dance. So what area in your life, when you think about something, you begin to only focus on the negative? You only focus on the things that could go wrong. That's an area, that's an indicator of something you need to correct. So that's your guide. That's what it literally is looking you back in the mirror and saying, fix this, okay? And typically in that moment, you've got to do the exact opposite. You got to face your fear. You will become paralyzed. No movement. No moving forward. Because you won't face a fear, an obstacle, a hurdle, something to jump over that's going to take you to that next level. Just a short message, guys. I just wanted to drop that today. Something that I've been thinking about because I'm moving in some arenas where I started to feel that. But immediately, I knew that I had to go in that direction. Because if I don't face my demons, my fears, my bitch voice, talked about this before, my bitch voice that's telling me that I can't do something, if I don't face that, I could risk getting stuck right there. And that, my friends, is the scariest thought that I could ever have. You have to fear complacency more than the bullshit that you tell yourself. So anyhow, everybody, I appreciate you for this little podcast here. I just want to drop you a Marketing Monday. And yes, it does have to do with marketing because most of you guys are scared shitless to jump on a camera or to do something that's out of your comfort zone. So I'm going to challenge you guys today to seek out these opportunities to handle your shit, make things happen, take yourself, your business, your family to that next level. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to see you on the next one.